What if I told you the Model Y's best trick isn't a bigger battery? It's a hidden brain working 24/7 to keep that battery healthy and hold its range for hundreds of thousands of miles. Today we are pulling back the curtain on Tesla's quiet secret: the software and systems to protect your battery every minute you own the car. You'll get real numbers on how much capacity Teslas keep after heavy use, see the exact features that actively prevent damage, and learn why those invisible algorithms are the real reason owners see insane longevity. Stay till the end and I'll point out one setting you can flip tonight to help your battery last longer. And you can download a free PDF in the description about this. Start with the headline numbers, because they matter. Model 3 and Model Y packs have shown a real-world capacity retention in the mid-80s to high 80s% after very high mileage tests. Roughly 85 to 90% after about 200,000 miles in aggregated datasets. That means if your car started with 300 miles of range, it could still be delivering around 255 to 270 miles after a long run. Those numbers match Tesla's internal reports and independent tracking of large fleets. Those results aren't random luck. Tesla built multiple layers of protection into the vehicle. Thermal control that keeps the cells in a narrow safe window, charging rules that limit stress, and active balancing that evens out cells so no single cell gets hammered. The car also runs a set of background algorithms that remap charging curves, adjust regenerative braking, and even change how the battery reports state of charge, all to slow down true wear. That software is updated over the air so improvements arrive to the cars in the field without a shop visit. Now, let's put some concrete numbers and examples on those protections. Elon Musk and Tesla engineers have publicly talked about pack lifetime measured in many hundreds of thousands of miles. Tweets and interviews place design lifetimes at thousands of cycles, on the order of like 1500 cycles for the pack types, translating to several 100,000 miles depending on the range and use case. Those design targets guide how Tesla calibrates charging logic and thermal responses. Tesla's owner controls and built-in features are part of the secret too. Scheduled charging and preconditioning are not just convenience tricks. They're battery care moves. You can set a charge schedule so the car charges the night before you leave, not sitting topped up all day at 100% where degradation risk is higher. The car also preheats the battery on the way to supercharger, so the pack hits the ideal temperature window. This will minimize the stress and the risk of lithium plating. These options are documented in the Tesla's owner materials and are core parts of the longevity playbook. But under the hood, thermal management is wild. Tesla's cooling plates, heat pumps, and software-driven coolant loops work together to keep cells near their sweet spot. Unlike cars that just blow air over the pack, Teslas actively circulate refrigerant or coolant to either add or remove heat quickly. That reduces the number and severity of hotspots inside the pack. And that's huge because hotspots age cells much faster than uniform, mild warmth. The Model Y's thermal design and heat pump tech are part of why real-world packs age slowly compared with older EVs. Here's the catch: software and hardware can only do so much. Chemistry still matters. Fast charging, extreme climates, and repeated deep discharges accelerate wear. That's why Tesla's algorithms don't just chase maximum range or maximum charge speed. They trade some performance for long-form health. For instance, if you fast charge a cold pack repeatedly or keep the car at 100% all the time, you'll still see faster degradation than if you follow the built-in best practices. The algorithms reduce damage, but they don't violate physics. Another practical challenge is human behavior. Owners want range and speed now, not longevity later. That's why Tesla hides some options from everyday user and makes choices by default that favor battery life. Conservative charging limits in daily mode, preconditioning before supercharging, and recommended daily charge targets instead of a permanent 100% setting. The company nudges drivers towards healthier habits through default and the occasional software updates. So what exactly does the Model Y's brain do? Minute by minute, let's break the major algorithms into plain language and real effects. Battery thermal management. The system monitors cell temperatures across the pack and actively moves heat where needed. If one area gets warmer, coolant flow is adjusted and the BMS may lower charging current or shift thermal load. This prevents local overheating and reduces uneven aging. Charging control and current limits. The car negotiates with chargers in real time. It ramps power in a controlled way and pulls back if temperatures or voltage approach risky thresholds. For long life settings, Tesla limit charging to lower state of charge windows and slow charging at both high and low extremes, where stress is worse. State of charge and user limits. Most owners never need a full 100% every day. Tesla's daily charging limit setting let you cap the state of charge, a direct and immediate way to reduce calendar and cycle aging. That small change can cut years of long-term degradation. Cell balancing and health mapping. The BMS constantly measures small differences between cells and balances them by shifting tiny amounts of charge. Over thousands of cycles, that keeps the pack's weakest cells from deciding the pack's fate. The car also remaps the cell capacity over time so range estimates stay realistic and batteries aren't overstressed. Regenerative braking and power shifts. The car adjusts regenerative strength based on the battery temperature and state of charge. Heavy regenerative braking when the pack is cold or full would stress cells, so the algorithm scales back automatically. A tiny annoyance for drivers, but a huge win for the battery life. Over-the-air optimization. Tesla pushes BMS updates that refine charge curves, improve thermal strategies, and tweak user interfaces to encourage healthier charging habits. That makes the fleet smarter over time without hardware changes. These pieces combine to limit damage in ways most owners never notice. Imagine three small changes: preheat the pack on the road to the charger, cap daily charging at 80%, and throttle regenerative braking when cold. And watch lifetime degradation slow measurably. That's not magic, it's cumulative math. Here's the turning point. When hardware and software are designed together, the pack can outlive expectations. Data aggregated from long-term studies and fleet telemetry show Tesla packs retaining high capacity after very high mileage runs. That's the payoff of a system that sacrifices a bit of peak performance for huge gains in longevity. But the reverse is true too. Ignore the system, hammer the battery with extremes, and you will see those gains evaporate. To make this concrete, one way to measure is cycle life. A pack designed for 1500 cycles at moderate depth of discharge could translate to 300,000 miles of useful life depending on usage. That's why Tesla and its research partners have pushed the envelope on the cell chemistry and pack design to make the software's job easier and more effective. When you combine robust cooling, conservative charging logic, and smart balancing, the result is a pack that can hit those higher cycles counts in the real world. The Model Y's battery longevity is not just a big cell. It's a living system. Thermal engineering keeps temperatures even, charging logic avoids the conditions that cause quick wear, cell balancing evens the load, over-the-air updates keep improving the whole stack, and put together, these features explain why Teslas routinely show lower than expected degradation even after high mileage. If you own a Model Y or consider buying one, remember two simple habits that use this secret brain to your advantage. Set daily charge limit to what the manual is saying, and enable scheduled charging so the car tops up right before your trip instead of sitting full all night. Those tiny steps let Tesla's algorithm do what they do best: protect your battery and protect your investment. Want to know more and have a deep dive into the Tesla's BMS Logic? You can download my free PDF on this by clicking on the link in the description. Thank you.